Hello everyone, Nathan Sifu here, and what do we got? Oh boy, oh, it's so exciting. They're gonna redo, they're remaking the KOTORs. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it. Oh, it's gonna be built from the ground up for the modern age. It's gonna be a timed exclusive for the PS5. Should you be excited? Feck no, you shouldn't be. No, I don't want to be super negative in this video because that's not what we're all about on this channel, but I have a feeling over the next few minutes I'm going to dash away any hopes you had of the KOTOR remake. Now, notice the word remake. That's very different from a remaster, and yes, it should worry you. So, I mean, anybody who has played and loved the original KOTOR knows very well that nothing about this needs to be remade. Maybe just, you know, put a new skin on it, like give it updated graphics, maybe update some of the mechanics in the game, you know, stuff like that. Just make some tweaks and things here like that, and other than that, keep it to as close to the original as possible. That's all that would be needed, but no, they're remaking it. In fact, they have new writers hired for it. Why would you change your writing on a nearly perfect game? I don't know, but they did. And one of the writers, I don't think she's a lead writer, but I'm pretty sure she's fairly up there. Now, what could I say about her? Again, I'm trying not to be overly negative, so can't say a hell of a lot if that under those parameters. But let's see, how shall I frame this? She's activist first and writer second, so that pretty much tells you everything you need to know right off the bat. But let's see, how else can I frame it? She hates you. Yep, just straight up, she hates you. And she thinks you're a bad person if you have anything critical to say about Star Wars 7, 8, and 9. Yep. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with. Yeah, and if you want to, I'm not going to bring up all the shit about her, but if you want to know more, I'm sure you can find it. It's out there. You can find it. It's not good. So, yeah. So don't. So I'm going to give similar advice to what I gave when I talked about how I wasn't going to get the Mass Effect quote-unquote remastering. Now, this is far worse than that, because at least for the most part, the Mass Effect trilogy was intact, you know, as a whole, as a game. Not this. This is gonna be the butchering of a classic. That's what this is gonna be. This is gonna be a total shit show. So my advice would be, if you want to get the original experience, if you want to find out just what the buzz was all about, if you want to know why people loved this game so much and why it was widely renowned as being a masterpiece and why it's everybody's favorite Star Wars game, then you should go get the original. You know, go to used game store and get KOTOR 1 and 2 on the original Xbox. That's what I've got. Or if you got a decent PC, or actually probably even a dated PC at this point, let's be honest, get it on Steam or wherever else you can get it. Yeah, get the originals. Do not bother getting the remake. I mean, you know, I'm not saying you should feel ashamed if you get it or anything. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll be wrong and maybe it'll be fantastic, but I have my doubts, because don't forget, Star Wars has been an ocean of disappointment lately under the ownership of Disney. Let's be quite honest. And I don't suspect that this is going to be any different. Not for 1 second. So, also, just to give you a couple other little highlights, when she was asked what her favorite Star Wars game was, she said not KOTOR. So, now, I think I can probably deduce that means that she doesn't even like KOTOR. Because, again, this is the modus operandi of these activists and activist groups that want to worm their way into existing franchises and IPs, you know, long-standing, long-existing pieces of fiction or games or movies or comics, and they want to weasel their way into it and then just ruin it. just ruin it. And that's what I think what we've got here. I think you could be almost positive that's what they're going to do. So, yeah, that's on the one hand, it's both good news and bad news, because it's disappointing that we can almost be sure that this KOTOR remake is going to be total garbage. But the good news is you can save some money. Just go play the originals. You know, it's like now I'm getting a little bit off to a tangent here, but I think of it as kind of like when you compare, say, the 2010, I think it was 2010, the 2010 The Thing movie and John Carpenter's The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing is vastly superior. It's superior just from the storytelling aspect. It's superior from the horror aspect. And yeah, sometimes you can see through some of the practical effects, but you know what? That actually kind of makes you admire it more, because the practical effects, like, you can kind of see how they do it sometimes, but it's just like, wow, what an amazing thing they were able to accomplish with that. That is just fantastic. What an instant classic that is. Similarly to KOTOR, you know, you'll go play the original KOTOR, and yeah, you'll notice that the graphics and the motion, that's all dated, but you know what? That doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. It's gameplay and story first, graphics second. That's my policy. That's always what it's been. That's always what it should have been anyway. So yeah, that's really all I got to say about that for the most part. I am most certainly going to be playing the originals, I say somewhat soon. I have a few series on the go, plus actually towards the end of October I'm going to have baby number 2, which is exciting. And obviously that's going to be like a 3-4 or more month break of just just no video games whatsoever, because I'm not even going to want to, because, you know, I'm going to want to do dad stuff, of course. But as, you know, as the baby stuff starts to get a little bit easier to handle, and, you know, sleep gets a little bit better, I'll ease my way into it. Maybe I'll start doing some KOTOR streams here and there. Wouldn't that be nice? And I'll stream the originals in their masterpiece glory that they are. So, yeah. You know, you can, by all means, if you want to get the remaster when it comes out, you can. Get it if you want, but I think you're probably going to be disappointed. I think you're probably not going to get the same, you're not going to get the same bang for your buck as if you just get the originals. So, yeah, that's my advice, and I'll see you later. Bye.